With the hyperscale cloud providers continuing to take down data center space at a rapid rate, the data center providers are being tasked to develop and design facilities that meet their demands. That being said, that's changes in redundancies, power levels, and overall operational efficiencies.
I do believe the way that some of the big internets are designing their data centers and the infrastructure and the way that they're building out their facilities is going to influence the colocation providers in the way that they design going forward. I don't think it's going to be as rapid as an acceptance as everybody may think it is. There are still enterprises that have data center footprints they've had for 10, 15, 20 years where the densities are just lower because there are a lot of mainframes and a lot of V blocks and storage equipment that they'll continue to utilize. The internet companies invest most of their capital in that infrastructure, in new servers and tech refreshes every 3 to 5 years so they can be a little more cutting edge in terms of their design, but it doesn't necessarily translate to the masses like the colocation providers need to do.
Data center providers are absolutely ramping up their level of services for their clients and future prospects. Being a one-stop shop is very appealing for a number of their clients. Being able to access cloud, whether it's through Connect or being able to acquire a cloud product from the provider, utilizing managed services, traditional colo, or pure connectivity. Every one of those services across the board are imperative to the future of colocation.
So we've seen the market trend towards colocation from your typical enterprise data center over the last 5 to 6 years. Really, pretty much any new data center deal that's being done today is being done in a colocation facility. The days of the enterprise going out and building 100,000, 200,000 square foot data center, I think is primarily past us. So I really think that the big trend is what we're seeing is that the Fortune 500 or big enterprise user is going to colocation, and as a piece of that strategy, they're trying to move different production to the cloud. We'll see more and more of that over the next few years as I think more of the big enterprise users get comfortable with their cloud strategy.
I do think it's getting tricky when you see the colocation companies go up and down the stack of services that they are offering. They do potentially compete with some of their existing clients in their base. I think it's important for them to identify what's a really good fit for their potential added services model and what's a better fit for their customers' potential added services model. I think some companies will continue to struggle with how do they identify what's a better route for one versus another, but I think it's an important model for all the colocation companies to continue to expand the services they offer as long as they can do it well and they can execute well for their customers and their clients.